But this is what I mean. Like when like women are in business, for example, like we are like they always ask, oh, like but when I was the main photographer, and I used to employ a guy to come and second shoot with me, or they would always talk to him first,
to you
and I'd be like, ha, I'm paying him.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
That's like we had a photographer on. And she said that, didn't she? She said when she had a photographer on, she was like, actually, when she first started, she was one of the only women that was, you know, running it. And exactly the same, Tasha, as you say, like people would come up to her and think, you know, they were like, oh, it's you doing it. And they were like surprised, weren't they? They said to her, they were like, oh, you're shooting today. And she was like, well, yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
And it's like people will talk to you in a certain way, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that like, especially with like, I don't dress like what I see wedding singers dress like, for example.
Yeah.
Like when I first started this, I didn't even know I could be a wedding singer.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't even know that was possible. And when I started like kind of searching it, I was like, oh, and I saw like a few people pop up and I thought, oh, that's good. But I felt very lost within it because I was like, oh, I can't dress like that. Like when I used to be a photographer and I used to go and photograph weddings, I would look like homeless.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'd be like, I'd be like in black leggings, a big black baggy top, and my hair would be in a bun, and I would start off looking decent, and then within about 2 hours I was like, I got 2 cameras. This is before the time they had like you know, like the holsters and stuff. I didn't used to have them. I used to just put 2 cameras like wrapped around me, and I'd have this rucksack on, and I'd just be running around everywhere. I'd be like, you know, those people that take the piss on YouTube and they're like they're like doing like the summer sort of stuff. That is me. That's
what
me.
you were doing,
like in a bush, like that is me. Right, that is me. And but when I'm wedding singing, obviously I have to look a certain way.
Yeah. Well.
But I really hate like how so like I don't like a lot of attention on me, believe it or not. Right. And I, especially being a wedding singer, I want to be like in the background. I don't obviously when it comes to it and I've got to get everyone involved, that's a completely different thing. But I don't want to be like, oh my God, look at me, like I'm so sexy.
Yeah, especially
like I don't want to be like that, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, if I wear a dress and heels and I've got big hair and I've got this big voice, everyone's going to look at me. And like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Also, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I have never, ever felt comfortable in a tight, skinny dress and heels.
Yeah.
I always feel out of place. I never feel like me. And I did that for years. You know, when I was like straight or whatever, I did that for years because I was in the music industry. I was literally taught from a young age, and this is nobody's fault, but I was taught from a young age that I had to look a certain way to get men's attention to get a record deal.
Yeah.
Because you are just a product. So if you look good, you're gonna get it, right? But I was like, you know what? Fuck all this.
Yeah.
Because this is my own business. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna wear baggy trousers, and I'm gonna wear an okay smartish top. But I'm gonna just stick a blazer on, or I'm gonna wear like a waistcoat, and I'm gonna look cool, and I'm gonna wear trainers. So like no one's gonna see my trainers because I'm gonna wear like baggy black trousers, and I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna be able to dance around if I need to. I can move all my equipment without going like this, and I'm not going to be like, oh my God, my stomach's sticking out, this is sticking out, and all these insecurities that we shouldn't care about anyway. But I was like, I've got to feel comfortable. If I'm going to do the best job that I can do, I've got to feel good.
Well,
I look good, I've got to feel good, I've got to still look the part,
and it brings your personality over.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
if I could, I'd go like this.
I will 100% go literally like this. Jeans, trainers I'll wear on a wedding morning. Normally have like a bright pink blazer or something. But I've done years of wearing black, and that's just not me. And
you've got to
people
be
buy into that. Don't they? They buy into you and your.
If it's your own business, you are literally selling yourself. 100%. You are not like you can't. The first time you try and not be yourself, you won't get anything off anyone. The thing that's made me so successful in anything that I've gone into is that I'm just really authentic and I'm me. I am really mad. I'm really crazy. I'm quite chaotic. I am very, very honest with everyone. Where I'm not very good at admin. You probably won't get an invoice off me until like the last minute. Like you probably won't get a song list. Like you won't get your form off me until about 8 weeks before. You know, please let me know if there's any new songs I need to learn. But if there isn't, you're probably not going to get anything off me until like nearer the time, because I can't comprehend anything. Like this is how my brain works. I'll get people like, can we schedule a call with you? I'm like, well, you can, but I ain't going to remember anything from it. And you will be on the phone with me for 3 hours talking about something completely different. So like for me, it's a bit of a waste of time. For them, they want to do it, and that's absolutely fine. I will do it, and I'll say I'll do it for you. But my brain
doesn't work.
I don't remember anything. So firstly, I'll do a call with you maybe a few weeks before and we can go for everything. But actually what I need is for you to fill out this music details form so I can see everything in black and white. So every time I don't know what I'm doing, I go back to it and check it. Because I don't know about anyone else, but on the way to a wedding morning, like
I check like night before. I'm like, right.
I check
am
the
I
postcode
going
3 times.
Yeah, like 5 times.
I get so scared. I'm on the way.
Right. Am I right there?
I'm on the way and I stop my sat nav and re-put it in. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, is that really where it is? Like, it's on my brain telling me it's not really there.
Yeah, you got to check. But the thing is, think of that pressure. Like, if you're not, we know how important it is to make sure that we are definitely going to the right place.
Exactly.
But I think that's really good, Tasha, because you will get couples that want that vibe, like you talking about the dress and, you know, the way you would present yourself. There's so many couples that don't want the black tie vibes wedding. They don't want the heels and the tight dresses. Like, they want people to come and enjoy themselves and feel relaxed. So actually, if you're offering that as a singer, they're not going to be like, oh my God, where's her heels and where's her dress? They're going to be like, yes, I'm so here for this. And that's the kind of vibe that they like and they go for. And actually, your voice is the main thing anyway, not what you're wearing.
Thank you. And like, I think that is the thing. I think that when you connect with someone in a way, and I'm very honest about how I turn up to a wedding. I'll always remember I did the national wedding show when I first started to, like, you know, get some momentum and get some bookings. And one of the mother of the brides came over to me and I was literally wearing, I think I was wearing like black cargos that were really tight, like really, like they didn't look like cargos, but they were like, you know, black trousers, and I was wearing like a black waistcoat. And I had my hair in a pony or whatever. And she came in and she says, but what are you going to wear on the wedding day? I was like, this. And she went, oh, really? I said, well, if you don't like that aesthetic, there's lots of other people. And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, it just depends because I bring the vibes. You need to do what you need to do. At the end of the day, you've got to connect with people. And being authentic is your superpower for any business. You know, like I went into wedding singing not knowing anything about wedding singing. I did lots of free events. I did lots of menu tastings. I just wanted to see what people wanted. And then I was like, there's nothing like, where's all the 90s R&B stuff? There's nothing. And I got like tracks made, Burned by Usher and Senorita by Justin Timberlake and Maria. And I was like, I said, I want Pony. Yeah. I want Pony by Genuine because I want to sing, you know, If You're Horny, Let's Do It at a wedding. Because I think that's going to go down great because I feel like everyone's going to start doing this. Yeah, 100%. And they did. But like no one was really doing that before.
No, I honestly, I would literally have booked you if I'd known that you were about when we got married. Because like 90s R&B is literally me on the wedding morning driving.
Yes.
At like 6 a.m. I have my 90s tracks on. Yes. Yeah, singing and my heart out to Shanti. Yeah,
I love it. Like I just love it. Yeah. Like I love what I do. I think that if you're passionate about what you do, it really shows through. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's also no one else is doing that.
Yeah, I mean, people are doing it a bit more now, which is great because there's like, you know, there's so many weddings, and I really don't gatekeep anything. Like, I'll get so many singers messaging me like constantly, and I'll just tell them everything, how to get their audio better, how to do their videos better. But the thing is, I've got such a big background in audio, in video, in photography, all that kind of stuff. Like, it just can't, and I'm a bit techie as well. Yeah, like I don't know the names of everything, but I've always got a new gadget, and I'm always working out how to use it. And I'm like, you know, I get this and I get that, and I remember when I used to work with my pianist a lot, my piano player. Sorry, people think I say penis when I say pianist. So I just have to like.
I used to work with my penis a lot.
I'm saying
you're like,
piano
player.
My piano player. Every time I come to a wedding with him, he goes, "Oh, what have you got now?" And I'm like, "I've got a new camera." And he'd be like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I've got a new recorder." Like I've always got something.
Got to do that.
But like, I don't gatekeep anything. Like the singers message me all the time, and I'm like, "Right, this is what you need to do. Oh, this is how I do this, and this is how I do that." And then people are like, "Oh, but you've been doing it for so long." I was like, "Well, no, actually, I've only been doing it for 18 months."
Yeah.
So like, I just like when I do. That's what I say. When I do something, I'm like,
all in.
That's why when I wanted to lose weight and become a gym girl, I literally became a gym girl. Yeah. And now I'm doing this wedding singing. Do you think I can get to the gym?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm losing my ass.
Yeah, especially when it's wedding season.
Going. Need more venues.
I've got no biceps anymore. I've lost my line.
Look, babe, you're not in the bodycons. It's fine. You're all good. The combats cover it. It's all good. No, you look amazing. But this is the thing, I think, as well. It's like, actually, you are doing, like Katie said, just something that is so, so different. So I guess we have already covered so much ground. It's been awesome. But I guess if you could, like, you know, introduce yourself, like give us a little intro into you, but also kind of describe your style. Is that what it is, that 90s R&B? Like, just give us kind of a little intro into what you do.
Okay. So I'm a wedding singer. I cover the UK and Europe. That's what I say on all my TikTok videos. I'll try and remember that. Just to put in that I do cover Europe if you need me.
Yeah, we've got to get those destination weddings in, definitely.
But yeah, so I do acoustic soul, R&B and pop, basically. That's kind of what I'm known for.
Yeah.
But I am a bit of a jazz singer. So like if people want jazz, like that is actually like
jazz.
That is I can't help it. It's just where my voice goes. But obviously I love the soul R&B and stuff, and I think that that's what people really love.
Yeah.
And I think that at the moment as well, people are like kind of between 25 and 45 kind of getting married, and those are the main ages. I'm 36 this year, so I know that all the songs that I know, they're gonna know.
Yes.
You know,
yeah,
you know, they know, I know, you know. Yeah, saying you know a lot.
I know that she knows that.
Yeah,
they know.
like I know, you know, she knows, he knows, we all know.
We're knowing it.
We all know. So yeah, so that's what I do, and people know me a lot like on TikTok and Instagram and stuff for like kind of doing like the ceremony bits where I like kind of like break the songs down or make them like small, like make them piano or guitar tracks or whatever. There's some incredible musicians out there as well with who make the tracks, and yeah, I kind of like slow things down and like, you know, things that sometimes people wouldn't even think of.
Yeah.
You know.
100%.
Yeah, and like just recently I got asked to sing this dance song. It's called I Need to Feel Loved. Oh, and it's like a proper like dance song. Like my girlfriend was like, oh, this is like back in the day.
Yeah.
Really good. And I was like, I've never heard this song because I'm not in that. I don't really listen to like dance or EDM or anything like that. And I've like stripped it all back and like it's been made to a piano version. It's really nice. She was like, this is my favorite one you've ever done. And I'm like, oh, okay. I've got to sing that in a few weeks. But yeah, so it's just kind of like, you know, doing the ceremony stuff. But then I think people think that that's kind of like all I do. But actually I'm wild.
Yeah.
So like obviously I'm very like, I have to like put myself back. I'm still that wedding singer that sees the bridal party like over there ready to come down and they're really like scared and I'm going,
yeah, it's like, come on guys.
And then I'm like, don't want to miss a thing. Like kind of like stripped back into like the seriousness.
Yeah.
I literally did a video the other day and I'm like just waiting for them to come down for I don't want to miss a thing. And I can see them all looking nervous and I'm going like this and doing this. And then I'm like, stay away. Like straight in. And
we all need a Tasha vibe.
I can't hide my facial expressions though. I had a registrar do this to me.
Oh, well, I
really?
TikTok on there.
Yeah, but I had to delete it.
Oh, what?
I had to take it off, which was such a shame because it got like 500,000 views in like 12
Why
hours.
did you have to turn it off? Did you get told off?
Yeah, so basically, like obviously, everyone knows I'm going to put like their ceremonies on. Like if I've got time, like I'll put it on, obviously, because that's where I get my bookings. And they all kind of assume that I'm going to put it on anyway. And this registrar was fine. I mean, I have a lot of like run-ins with registrars.
Yeah.
More as a photographer, less now as a singer. They respect me more for some reason.
They don't. Yeah.
I used to have
celebrants more chill.
Oh, celebrants are the best.
Yes, queen.
Celebrants are the best. I am always like, I've said to my girlfriend, I was like, when we get married, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the town hall and we're going to do all the like, you know, on the morning of the wedding. So we're going to go to the town hall. We're going to do all the, you know, the official stuff.
Yeah,
and it's going to be nice. And then we'll go around Liverpool and we'll have all our photos done. And then we'll go back to where we're getting married. And then that's when everyone will gather. And then we'll have our actual ceremony.
Yeah.
Like with the celebrant. And we're going to do our speeches during the ceremony.
Yeah,
and we're going to like have everything there. So then when we finish the ceremony, we don't have to go off for photos. We can stay with all our people. The band will start playing straight away. 1,000 kisses from you as we go out.
Love
I was like, then we'll just start the party. I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving our friends and family to go and have photos. And we're going to do all that before.
Yeah.
She was like, but I want to see you walking down. I was like, you will, but in the registry office.
Yeah.
I promise. It'll all be fine. Just trust me. I was like, no one does this.
Anyway.
I was like, no one does this. I said, we're going to have the best time. We're going to have the best wedding. We're not going to do it like anyone
this sounds awesome. I love that though. And like you say, then you're not going to be going off. You're not going to be leaving all your guests.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, Katie and I will be volunteering our services when you set the date. We'll let you know.
Can't wait. But yeah, that was off on a tangent. But yeah, sometimes registrars can be a bit.
I think it's a power trip.
Oh, it is.
Isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
It's like
they have a lot of rules to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what's funny and really annoys me? They'll be like, not all of them, by the way, because some of them I have met have been lovely, beautiful, gorgeous souls. You know, but what annoys me is that I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
I'm like, really nice.
They're like the exception to the norm.
Yeah. And do you know what else annoys me? Is that they'll act like that. Or like I'll get venue staff be rude to me and stuff. And then when they hear me sing, they're like, oh my God, no. And I'm like, why are you being nice to me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, why should that make a difference? It's so true. I think that's the thing. There's just so many rules and all that they have to stick by. it then just feels a bit like that, doesn't it? It means that you can't come through as much. So I guess you're breaking the ice and completely bringing that vibe. But I love this because I'm just thinking now, like me and my husband, we've been together for 16 years. So when we first met, we would like go out, you know, clubbing and stuff. And where we grew up, there was this one club that was like all R&B, like sticky dance floors. Like, you know, you'd go and you'd be in there and it was like this horrible, sweaty hot box, but it was amazing at the time. We absolutely loved it. And some of those songs I remember dancing with him with when we just got together. Whereas now I think, oh my God, bringing that to my wedding would have been amazing. Whereas instead we went for more like, you know, more classic songs. Whereas actually, if we had you on board, that's what we'd have done.
Millennials had the best nights out.
Yeah.
In like
we did
6-inch heels.
Yeah.
Low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my next one. I'm going to try and do.
That's what someone needs to walk into their ceremony.
Boots. I was always on the podium.
Yeah.
I love this.
On the pole.
Thinnest eyebrows you've ever seen.
Dancing on the bar.
Oh my God. Always. I used to go out alone. Like I went through a phase of like going out every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know why.
Yeah. How we did that on a bank holiday.
Wow.
Yeah.
With no coat in the snow.
In the snow.
No coats, no tights,
and like
high heels.
I go out in my dry robe. I'm like, I don't care what I look like. Or I'm like, everyone's like, oh, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, I'm enjoying my mortgage.
Yeah, that's good.
What I'm doing. I'm enjoying my mortgage tonight.
I like
that. But yeah,
we spend enough on it. That's a good idea. I think that's the thing. So if somebody comes to you, then if a couple come to you and they're like, right, we want,
he wants to be involved.
Taking my boob out.
He's like, come on, Mum, we're talking about getting low.
Low.
He's talking about those millennial nights out. Yeah. But if someone does come to you, Tasha, and they've got a song like that they really want, what do you do? Like if they come to you and go, look, this is our favourite song. How can we rework it for our ceremony? Do you like sit and listen to it? Do you go through it with them? Do you work on it in your own time? Like how does that work?
Yeah, so like what I'll do with that is, well, I've got like about 700 songs.
Wow.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
You should be asleep though, buddy.
Yeah, you should be asleep.
Like, no, Mum, you're having too much fun without me.
No, sit you up a minute.
Oh, yes, I've got about 700 songs.
Yeah,
probably more to be fair. I can't help it. It's actually an obsession. I'm like, ooh, new song.
What's your favourite one?
Oh, I don't have one. I'm not someone who has a favourite colour or a favourite song or favourite film. Like I like so many random things. I've got such an eclectic taste with everything.
Yeah.
I think it's just because my chaotic mind. It's organised, but it's chaotic.
I
kind of fight with myself
away
all the time.
somewhere.
Like this side is like fighting with this side. You know, like I'm like always late. That's why I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be early. Like the kids got in the car and I went, oh my God, I'm gonna be 20 minutes early. And Nico went, it's a miracle. I was like, I know,
it's fine, Mum. You can be early.
I know. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? It's because I told myself I had to leave earlier than what I did.
Yeah.
I'm only ever early for weddings. That's the only thing I'm on time for. Everything else in my life, if the kids get there with 1 minute to spare before the gates shut for school, I'm just like, I did it. Oh yeah, sorry, off on a tangent. So
that's right, babe. No.
So I've got about 700 songs. Obsession, as I said. So usually when I first started, I was very open to requests, and like I'll be like, oh, what do you want, whatever. I'm not really open to requests anymore because I've got so many songs and I'm so busy.
Yeah.
So like I'm just ridiculously busy. So I've got nearly 100 weddings this year, which is crazy because last year I did 71, but the year before I started in May 2024 and I did 9 weddings.
Wow.
So like I'm so proud of it. Like, that's what I mean. Like I really like go for it. I'm like full throttle.
Yeah.
I don't sit on my bum and just expect work to come for me. I'm like I go for it, And I very believe in what I do. That doesn't make sense. I believe in what I do. So I very believe in what I do.
I very believe in what I do.
So if they come to me and it's a song that I haven't done and they're like, I really want this for this ceremony, like the aisle walk, I'll listen to it and I'll be like, okay, yeah, I can hear this with a piano or I can hear this with a guitar, and then I'll go to a musician and get them to make it and then I'll sing it.
Yeah.
And they always trust me with it, and I'm like, it's going to work. If I don't think it's going to work, I'll be like, I'm not sure this one's going to work.
Yeah, that's
because sometimes they ask me to sing songs that are about cheating and stuff and they don't realise. Yeah, so like I had a bride and groom the other day.
Usher.
Honestly, or like burn. I think that you should, and I'll be like, you want this? Anyway, it's good for a drinks reception. Drinks reception, wedding breakfast. You can sing whatever you want, but like for ceremony, you don't really want to be doing stuff about cheating.
Yeah.
So I had a couple ask me to sing "Always" by Bon Jovi for their first dance.
Yeah.
I said, great song, love singing it, but have you listened to the lyrics? And she was like, oh no, I haven't listened to them like, properly.
Like,
I said,
taking them
it's
on,
actually about like, I mean, I interpret it like it's actually about a guy that's lost his love. And he feels like he's now going to die because he doesn't have this girl because she's with someone else.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's actually about.
Yeah.
That's what I think. If you read the lyrics, that's what he's basically like. She's not with him anymore. And then she was like, oh, I thought it was just about loving her always. I went, no, it's not. And she was like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, I can sing it somewhere else in like the wedding breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone will sing with me because sometimes slow songs like that do work.
Oh, I bet they would. I bet people sing along to that one, don't they?
First dance is probably not a good idea. Yeah. And then it happened again where I got a bride and groom asking me to sing it during the pre-ceremony. So when guests walking in.
Okay. Yeah.
And I said to them, again, have you listened to the lyrics? It's not quite. And she went, oh, just let him have it. It's one of his favourite songs. And I was like, right.
Oh,
I said, fine. I was like, as long as you know.
Yeah.
Because it's not really about.
But that's nice that you're paying that level to detail, though.
Oh, I do.
Like, you're paying that attention to detail, and people are like, I'm like, people will respect that you saying that to them.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. I have to. But usually people don't have to ask me for any new songs because
you've already
I've
done
got
them.
so many now.
And I guess you find like as well, like first dance songs generally, like they come up a lot in the year.
No. Every time I've done a first dance, it's always been a different song.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So, because full day is a lot. So when I first started, I would do like my full day package was like ceremony, which is like 20 minutes to sing when people walk in. Obviously, I'll walk a couple of songs during the ceremony and then exit. And then I would do 2 45-minute sets-ish, obviously depending on how long it is, during the drink reception. Then I was doing 2 45-minute sets during the wedding breakfast. Then I was doing 45 minutes for the guest arrival, and then I was doing first dance.
That's a lot.
My voice was like, I was like, no, this is going to start ruining my voice. But obviously, don't know until you do it. You know, you have to fail. The only time you're going to succeed in anything is by failing and making mistakes. So now I've really like honed it down, and it's now I do ceremony and then I do an hour set during the drinks reception. Yeah. But I basically play music, so I'm a bit of a DJ with no decks. So I won't leave. I don't go and have breaks. I'm not like, oh, I'm done now, and I go and sit in my car and have a break. Like I am on that iPad.
Yeah, playing the
like
songs.
Yeah, with them. Like I can't leave because what if something happens?
I
have to be there.
Totally
I'm there all day. And then for wedding breakfast, I'll like announce them in. It's one of my favourite things. I'm like, everybody get up! Like I'm really like. Really this is me and my microphone, just in case you really I'm like, you must get up. You must get the napkins. We must get the best photos and videos. Like I'm very everyone's only seen me like in the ceremony singing like, you know, really nicely, and then in the section having a bit of fun with people singing those scrubs and stuff. And then suddenly I'm like, you must all stand up. We must make this the best entrance ever. Like I am quite bossy with that. So then I'll like sing. I don't sing them in anymore either. I play the track because it just has a bit more oomph. Because obviously I'm more of an acoustic singer. Yeah. So like I'll play the track, but I'm like singing along to it and getting everyone to sing. So I kind of like go around and get everyone up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
good. And then I'll play music, and then I'll go and do a 60-minute set during the wedding breakfast once their main meal's been set. Yeah. And then I'll play music all through their guest arrival and stuff. So it's never silent. I never like leave them with no music, and then I do the first dance. Nice. And that works so much better. And actually it breaks up the day a little bit from the acoustic stuff as well.
Yeah,
so like, people really like it.
Put some more vibes in there.
Yeah. So like but first dance songs, I've been asked to sing some random songs that I've never heard before, and they're really nice. But I always find that first dance songs are always a little bit more personal or unusual.
100%.
Yeah, they should be, definitely.
Yeah, like I had to sing a song called Heather on the Hill by a guy called Nathan Evans. And I've never heard of it in my life. It's so beautiful. And what I did is I got an acoustic version made, but then I got it, so I faded it into like the actual like more karaoke version of the track. Okay. So like halfway through, I was like, now everyone join him on the dance floor, and then it went wild.
Oh, nice.
And I did that with Love at First Sight as well. I've had so many, you know, by Kylie Minogue. I've had so many wedding singers ask me for the track, and I'm like, guys, I've had to like, I couldn't do it very well. So like I faded it in, but because the track's so difficult to mesh, I've done the piano version and it fades into the actual track, but I know when it's coming in, so I'll talk over it. So you can't really hear the fade so much because I'm a perfectionist and I'm like, this doesn't go with the beat so much. But then all the wedding singers, not all of them, but I've had quite a few, about 5 or 6 wedding singers message me like, can you please send me the track that you made for this? And I'm like, You probably don't want it. You probably want to get someone else to do it because
you can have it, but this is the point you need to talk
but then you need to like this bit. you
need to talk
over it. Yeah, you need to talk over it. So you get everyone on the dance floor.
Don't let anyone hear that mix.
It's wild. It goes wild. It's so good to do that. You know, have the slow version into the faster version because then it gets everyone on the dance floor.
Yeah,
and then
really
it starts off the night.
Yeah, because then you get that romantic bit for the first dance that they want, and then it's like, right, let's party. Because I think that's the thing. When people see acoustic singer, people do worry that it's like, oh, it's only ceremony or it's only drinks reception. Actually, you've shown how you can like bring it all the way through, and I think that's so good because that's quite rare. I think that you get singers who do, you know, the evening as well.
Yeah, I don't. So I've stopped doing like party sets. So I've stopped doing pubs and like, you know, like when I first started and getting back into it, I just wanted experience again, and I just wanted to get out there. But I don't like singing to full tracks unless I'm singing with a band or I've had a track made so it's completely different. There's no way that I want to sing with a karaoke track. Yeah. It really like doesn't suit me. I feel like I'm not doing the best job because I literally feel like I'm singing karaoke. Some people absolutely love that, but I just don't like that. And I've had to be very true to myself and think, no, I've got to stick to the acoustic stuff because everyone dances anyway. I'm telling you now, if I am singing, I want to dance with somebody and it's just a guitar, everyone's singing with me, they're not bothered.
Oh, of course.
If you bring the vibe, it don't matter. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so like I've had to like be like, no, I'm not going to do that. It suits my voice better to be acoustic. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do. And if people don't like it, they can book someone else that does something else because I'm not going to be everyone's taste and I'm not offended by that.
Yeah. And I think that's it, isn't it? Just being authentic and sticking to yourself and you know, doing you, that sells yourself.
You've got to, and that's the whole point of having your own business. You don't have to follow anyone else's rules. And this is what I say, because I teach photography, and I've already spoken about this, but I've taught thousands of people. And the one thing I always say to them, because they always go, well, how do you price this? And this person's copying me, and this person's like more expensive than me, and this person's cheaper. And I said, it doesn't matter, because firstly, it's your own business. You can do whatever you want. That's why you're not working for anyone else. If you only want to charge £500 because that's all you need, that's fine. Pricing is so personal. It's so personal. So like if someone down the road has got a partner that pays for everything, they're doing it because they love it, they don't need that money, they can charge whatever they want. And obviously I don't want anyone to undercharge because it pulls the whole industry down. Like that there is a line, right?
You know what we find
there is a line.
Hair and makeup, we're like out of all the wedding suppliers, we're the ones that are charging the least. And it's just like, well, why? And it's because a lot of people who either are underskilled or, you know, minimal knowledge, you know, might be a hairstylist in a salon. That's completely different charging to how you would charge bridal, because it's just so much more that goes into it. And I just don't think people understand what goes into it.
No, they don't.
And it's just literally plummeted our prices at the minute. But
it's very hard because
people
it does
think
pull
it's
it all
expensive.
down. But it's not.
Like you say,
so
it reflects the industry.
The problem is, it's because people aren't educated to see the behind the scenes. And so like when people say to me, oh my God, you're getting paid £250 to come and sing for like over 3 hours for 2 45-minute sets. And I'm like, yeah, because firstly, I've had to travel an hour here. I've had to pay for parking. I've had to put all my stuff in a bloody beach cart to get it into the venue. I've then had to set up. I've had to sound check. And then I have to be here for 3 hours, actually, from the moment I'm performing to when I finish. And then I have to put all my stuff away. Then I have to speak to everyone that comes and talks to me. And then I have to put everything back in my beach cart. And I have to walk in the dark through a city centre by myself, right? Dressed like a man with my Muay Thai skills, because I do Muay Thai. That's why I started Muay Thai.
Oh, yes, Queen. Love this.
Tries to hurt me. And then, so sad that we have to actually do that anyway. And then put all my stuff in the car and then drive home. And then you're talking, that's like 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
And then all the rehearsing and all the prep from the songs and all of that. It's just like when you're doing hair and makeup.
Emails,
Everything.
Admin.
Everything.
Insurance. People just don't see.
And I only do public gigs so my couples can come and watch me. And I can try out new songs. So if I've got like songs that I'm going to be singing at a wedding, I'm like, I'm going to try it out in this setting and see how it works. And I know it's going to go down well, but the first time I ever sing a song in public, oh my God, I'm like, the pressure is on.
Really?
So like, I just started singing Folded by Kalani in public. I've had it on my list for so long, and I'm like, shall I sing it? No, I'm not going to sing it. I always chicken out because it's like they're really hard. Any song for the first time, even Human Nature by Michael Jackson, anything that's not that I haven't sang in front of anyone before, I chicken out a few times before I actually do it, unless I've been made to sing it by a couple. Yeah, that's different. I'll just, put my big girl pants on or whatever.
You go for it. Yeah.
But yeah, like I get a bit afraid about doing that. But it's all like the rehearsing, and I paid for tracks. And when I like worked out how much I've paid for custom tracks because I can't find them anywhere, and I can't buy them for cheap anywhere or anything, I've probably spent. I think I spent like £2,000 with one guy over the year and a half, and I've probably spent £1,000 with other people trying to download tracks. That's not, when you can buy them for like cheaper, that's me like asking them to make them.
Do it. All exactly. Of that.
But it's just like with hair and makeup, like they don't realise the skill in it.
The years of training.
Yeah, like all of that, like all the experience you've got, like what you're doing.
Yeah, and we I think it's average, like we'll send probably about 2 to 3 hours worth of emails before we've even got to the wedding day. You've got trials in there. That can take 2 to 3 hours, sometimes longer. If you've got bridal party in there as well, and let's say travel, insurance, all our kit. I weighed my kit last year. It's 30 kilos just to lug up like stairs and stuff.
Crazy. Yeah. And she was doing that well pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Because you were strong
like
in a
38 weeks. Like, come on, this is last week. Let's go.
Just do it though, don't you? Yeah. It's crazy.
You just have to.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. It is definitely a myth when people say, "Oh, people hear wedding and they put another 0 on." Yeah. It's not true.
No,
like,
and
but actually,
more pressurized.
Exactly.
It's like nailing it on the day, right? For all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, yes, it's going to cost more because you're doing, for example, bridal hair versus working in the salon.
Yeah.
That isn't just because it's a wedding, because you're not doing the same thing. You're doing a completely different job.
Yeah.
And I think that is the thing, exactly like you say, like I spend probably 20 to 30 hours on each wedding, like prep and writing the script and meeting with a couple, side visits, rehearsals, then on the day. And actually 2/3 of that is before the wedding day.
Yeah.
And it's the same, Tasha, like when I go and do a ceremony, the ceremony itself is half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, but that's all that people have seen, whereas they don't see all the rest of it. And I think that is the thing, like for couples where they think, oh, when it comes to a wedding, people just up their prices. It's not that. It's actually just, it takes so much more work when it's a wedding. And that's why things do end up being more expensive.
Absolutely. Like people don't see the hard work. It's like with my photography, like, I still do it. So I do fine art maternity photography. That's what I'm known for. So it's like very luxury. I've got hundreds of dresses all lined up in my studio.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have suppliers sending me loads of stuff. Like I've got a really little studio, but obviously I've got dresses everywhere. Like it's crazy, like the amount of stuff I've got.
Yeah.
But like I can't charge any cheaper than what I do, because I've been doing that for 14 years, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've got so much skill. Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes me to edit a photo. If it takes me an hour to edit a photo, it takes me 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, because I've learned how to do it quicker.
Yeah.
That's got nothing on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's... Yeah. I've had to work for so many years to be able to do that, you know? Like, with my singing, I've been on stage since I was 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that performance like it was yesterday. And basically, all that happened was I've always sang. I've got videos of me literally when I was 18 months old going, sitting on the stairs at Christmas. I'm dreaming of a
right.
Mum was like, she's got a vibrato. You know, the wobble.
What would little Tasha say to big Tasha now?
Oh,
yeah.
She'd be like,
what would you say to her as well?
Thank God you were never famous. I wouldn't have lasted. I'm not even, I reckon I'd be dead. If I'd have made it, yeah. The industry is a very dark place, I think.
Yeah.
I'm very glad.
You see that, don't you?
There was I had so many pulls to the industry, and it always got to here, and it just never went over the edge.
There's a reason for that.
Over and over and over and over again, and it like really dragged me down.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad now, because like, and I've nearly, like, I have been flown to Nashville to songwrite. I've had, I worked with Freddie Mercury's best friend, Mike Moran.
Yeah.
He he didn't produce it. He like arranged the whole album that was made for me when I was about in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And I had the best producers who did all like classical stuff, like Russell Watson and Catherine Jenkins. And I worked with incredible musicians who have been on tour with everyone that you've ever heard of.
Yeah.
And we did it at these incredible Peter Gabriel studios where Amy Winehouse did her first album.
Yeah.
I believe, that might be wrong, but it was amazing. I've had all these experiences and all these things happen, and then they've just disappeared. They've just like they've literally just fucked off.
Yeah.
And gone. And like
Crazy.
at the time I was like, oh, I'm just never. The thing is with performance, right? We are so like thick-skinned.
Yeah.
So like you do your own business, or you got hobbies, and you got this, and you're told sometimes you're not good enough. When you're in performing, you are constantly told you're not good enough. It's not quite right. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough.
Yeah.
And that's why most performers have rejection sensitivity disorder, and it really, really affects us. And that's why we're so emotional, and that's why we're so sensitive to everything. Because obviously we have to be able to hear everything, all the notes, all the music, all this stuff. But it's almost like it's heightened by people's opinions and stuff, because we are constantly told we're too fat, we're too ugly, we're not this, we're not that, you're not quite right, you're not. And it is, when I say constant, it's literally constant, right? I'm constantly being rejected my whole life. Yeah. So you constantly feel like you're not good enough. So when you step into yourself, like when I came out, for example, and I started like dressing how I actually wanted to dress, and just being myself, and like thinking, actually no, I'm not going to do that. Actually no, I'm not going to go there. Actually, I'm not going to be friends with that person anymore, because their negative energy is just really draining me. I'm not going to keep trying to save everybody all the time. I'm not going to. I've been so much better. I'm not saying that I've still not got my problems. Of course I have. I'm absolutely mental. But like
we've all got our quirks.
You know what I mean? But like as a performer, like you're literally constantly told you're not good enough. Like if we're singing,
you probably find it even on TikTok as well.
Like but you know what? It doesn't bother me.
Does it not?
It don't bother me on TikTok. But like even if we're singing like in anywhere, we can hear what people are going to say. Like people are talking about us.
We
can hear like 5 different conversations at the same time. So like I think yesterday I was singing somewhere, and I won't go into it because it was like really bad. I'll never be going back to that venue again. But I was actually singing, and I heard someone go, no, she does look like her. Oh, it must be the eyebrows. And they all started laughing. And I was like, what are they talking about? Are they talking about my eyebrows? Are my eyebrows not good enough? And then you're trying to concentrate on what you're doing. Trying to keep smiling. I'm like, what? Why are they talking? Like, obviously, they might have been saying that I looked nice, or I looked like, but I don't know. So, like, you immediately go to something negative. And then you have to pull yourself out of it again. But we can hear everything. Can hear everything. It's crazy.
Nature.
It's crazy.
What would you say, Tasha, is like your absolute favourite thing on a wedding day? Like, what do you really love about being an acoustic wedding singer?
I think my favourite thing ever about performing at weddings is just like the connection that I get with people. And so like the only thing I've ever wanted to do since I was younger is like this is going to sound really cheesy, by the way, but I promise you it's true, is make people happy with music. So when I'm connecting with someone, whether I'm making them cry or smile or anything, they're singing along, that brings me so much joy. I can't even explain it to you. It's the only thing in the world where I feel like I'm actually at home when I'm singing. So like it's the only thing I can focus on. It's that like I could sing for hours and hours and hours and not realise the time. If I sit on my computer and start producing music, I don't even know where the day's gone. Like the kids are like, Mum, we're hungry. I'm like, oh, need to parent. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the only thing in my whole life that I can sit there and do or sing. Like that's it. And like when you've connected with someone like that and you've made people feel something, that's better than being the most technically amazing singer in the whole world. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you can see singers that are so technically incredible, but their tone might not actually be that pleasing. Someone might love it, but someone might not like it. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's about actually being able to connect with that person. So we've all got like different frequencies, haven't we? Like that we connect to or whatever. So like somebody might hate my voice. They might be like, oh God, what's she trying to do? Like it's whatever. But somebody else might absolutely love it, and it makes them feel something inside of them. Do you know what I mean? And that's my favourite thing at weddings.
Yeah.
I swear, did you put up a video the other day on TikTok of, was it like the bride's grandma or something sat on the front?
Oh no, see, like, so you've just said it, it gets me.
Yeah.
So
you started singing the song, didn't you? And you could just see, like, she cottoned onto it and realised
that song wasn't even planned.
Yeah, was it not?
No, so the bride was like a little tiny bit late, if I remember. This was like May last year, I think, or April. And I was just singing another song because there was just a bit of time, and I was like, oh, I'll sing that one because there was a couple of older people in there. I was like, oh, they'll love that because I do care homes sometimes, and there's older people and they love that song. They all sing with me.
What song was it?
Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. So it's obviously a real classic song, and it's one that I sing a lot. And I just started singing it, and I was at the front as well, which obviously I'm not normally at the front, but this particular wedding I was at the front because that was the only way anywhere for me to go. And I started singing it, and she just looked at me. And I was like, and then I just cottoned onto it, and it was just like me and her in the room. And if you watch the video, she realises she's messing with a wedding ring because her husband is no longer like with us. Yeah. And she was singing the song, and she was trying her hardest not to cry, but we were laughing at each other a bit, and like you know, like it brought back so many memories. That was one of my most favourite moments I've ever had in my whole life. Yeah. And that's why I'm so lucky to do the job that I do.
That's just
because I love it. You know. I love it.
Making people feel like that is incredible.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Nice. Maybe it was something at her own wedding. It might have been a song that they had together. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah. And what's been, I know obviously we asked you earlier and you said you can't have a favourite because it must be like picking a favourite child out of 700 of them.
Yeah.
But what are some of your favourite songs, plural, to sing? Like, what if you could pick a few that you really love singing?
It kind of changes all the time, but I've got like a few songs that I know like go down well at weddings.
Yeah.
Or like I know like the song that I always start with for some reason is Georgia by Ray Charles.
Oh yeah.
Georgia on my mind. I always start with that at a drinks reception or when I'm doing a live gig because I kind of like sound check myself while I'm on the job because I don't really sound check. Good. I check obviously everything's on, but like there's sometimes I think it's unprofessional to sound check when everyone's in the room. Because it just kind of like ruins the surprise.
Yeah.
It just sounds like you should have done that earlier, but obviously sometimes you can't do it earlier. So like I'll sometimes not sound check. I'll sometimes sound check as I'm starting, you know. And I do know my equipment and my voice and all my music very well that I can do that, which is great. But yeah, I'll sing that one first, and I always kind of tend to go into like Miss Independent by Neo, even though that's not one of my favourite ones to sing because it's actually quite difficult because it's quite it's quite like the same all the way through.
Yeah,
so, like,
you
know, like I have to like move it up and down a bit, you know, to get it. I always seem to go in that, and then I always sing Weak. Weak is one of my favourite songs by SVW, SWV.
SWV, yeah, SWV,
wrong way. I love that song. I love that song, and I love singing that. It really suits my voice, so that's one of my really good ones to sing.
Yeah,
I love singing Best Part by HER.
I love that. I had one of the bridesmaids surprised the couple with that last year at a wedding I did in May. So we'd worked together and she'd chosen that as her surprise track. And then we got towards the end of the ceremony and I was like, right, you know, your bridesmaid who's also a great songstress, she's going to come and sing for us now. And she played the piano and sang it in the ceremony.
Amazing.
And it was so amazing. Like the couple were just like,
I love that. It was
beautiful. It's such a good song. Really. So can you give us a little taste, Tasha?
Yeah, what do you want?
What about a bit of TLC? Do you do any TLC track?
No Scrubs?
Can do No Scrubs. Yeah, if you want. I like No Scrubs.
Yeah, let's get a bit of No Scrubs. I think girl power. Eternal power of a woman.
I've just released my version of Angel of Mine.
Yes,
do that.
I've
done that. I've just got No Scrubs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all No Scrubs, whatever. We love it all, Tasha.
I love No Scrubs.
We need to talk about your song that you've released.
Yeah. I just put it on because Scrub is a guy thinks he's fly, also known as a buster, always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broadcast. So no, I don't want your number, no, I don't want to give you mine, no, I don't want to meet you nowhere, no, I don't want none of your time, no, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy ain't getting no love from me, hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy getting no love from me, of his passenger side, trying to holler at me.
Jasper literally like turned to Sasha, was like, what?
Jasper loved that.
I love babies.
Little private concert buddy.
Yeah, I've released some stuff on streaming platforms, and everyone, for some reason, Angel of Mine just did so well on TikTok. I didn't know it was gonna.
Yeah.
And actually, the first time I put it on TikTok, I was like, oh, I'm saying this very well. But it was when I do like my TikTok videos, I don't always have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So like, I just have to like plug my stuff in and just sing it once.
Go.
And then I'm like, well, that will have to do because I've just got, that's all I've got, and I'm obviously singing it live. Hello, you're so cute. And so I'm like, right, that'll just have to do. And it got, I think it's on like 900,000 views, that one. And then the other day I was struggling. I was like, oh, I need to do another song. I literally had 5 minutes. And so I came downstairs. I was supposed to be on the balcony, but I came downstairs before they were there. And I was like, right, I'll just sing that. I was like, oh, if you're a 90s baby, you've definitely got to add this in. And as I started to sing it, the registrars walked in front of my video and were chatting. And I was like, oh, so I just started it again and sang it really quick. You can kind of hear them in the background a bit, but I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. And I posted it, but it's got like 1.2 million views. This is the same one, so it's the same song as like did really well. And I thought people like this one.
Yeah.
So I got in touch with a producer. I told him how like I wanted it. He he produced it all for me, and then he sent it me, and then I kind of took the whole track apart that he produced and like kind of reproduced it over the top. I like took things out and like did a new intro and stuff, and then I did my own vocals. I was going to pay a vocal producer to do it, but I thought, you know what, like I never like how anyone else does my vocals. I really know myself. I can do it at home, and actually I would love to go to a vocal producer to do it, but do I have the money to do that?
No.
And like I just told the guy, I was like, I would love to come to you eventually, but like at the moment, like I'm just not financially in a position where I can spend £800 just to do the vocal production and stuff. So I was like, you know what, I should do it myself. Like everyone knows I just do it myself. It's fine. So I did this one myself. Who knows for the future? And yeah, it's I just released it on Friday. So like it's not just an acoustic version. It kind of starts off with just piano. But I am a cinematic girly. I'm a musical theatre girly. You know what I mean? I went to musical theatre school. And so I love things that like, is that funny? Is that funny? I love things that like build up and make you feel like you're in a film. I'm like, oh my God, I want to feel like I'm in a movie all the time. Yeah, I do. I want to feel like I'm in a film. I love and so like I've kind of built it so it's got like strings and stuff. But like I've tried to keep the essence of it, but obviously put my own spin on it. But hopefully it'll do better than my other ones, because I'm actually trying to promote this one. Because I did release This Love, like a piano version, after hearing Luke Burr's version. Not because I wanted to copy it. He was just smiling at me. But people just asking me to release it. So I did my own piano version of it. It's me playing piano. I can't even play piano very well, but I've just like, you know, done it. It's very basic. But that did well, because I've just checked and I've got over 100,000 streams in a year for all my music. So that's quite good. It's not amazing in the streaming world. It's not, but it's quite good. I think Is This Love has got like 60,000 streams, which is all right.
Yeah. Which is awesome. This time next year, Tasha, it'll be.
You never know. But I'm not doing it. I just did it. You know, it's just good to be out there. You've got to put yourself out in the universe. If you don't put yourself out in the universe, nobody will know who you are. You know, like you've got to put it out there. When I started